Hello. We are here. We are back as promised. We back with the Lady Melson Show. I am so excited about the guests that I have today. You guys know I told you I'm gonna bring you nothing but positive vibes, good people, good conversation, and I always just wanted to be real and authentic, nothing scripted. This lovely lady that's a guest on my show today, we go way back. I mean, since my 20s, and I just can't believe how good she's doing. Her name is Rena, aka Hocus Pocus Hoochie. I love that name. She gonna tell us how she came up with that name. I love it. Rena, let's welcome my girl here at the Lady Melson Show. Yes. Yes. How are you, man? All right, I gotta be serious, Lady Melson, but Rena, it is so good to see you. Thank you for coming on the Lady Melson Show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Tell the guests some things about you, what you've been up to, because I am so excited to see you here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. First of all, I appreciate it for the invite. It's so good to reconnect with you. After that, it's been so long, but it's so good to reconnect with you. And very proud of everything that you are doing right now, and what you're going to continue to do. I am, I am the Hocus Pocus Uchi, also known as Serena. I'm an entrepreneur. I am my profession, I am a learning and development specialist by trade, but a content creator, builder, and trying to do that whenever I can figure out how to work the algorithms and things and such. And other than that, I have my business. I'm a wife. A Jeep enthusiast. I love my Jeeps, so shout out to my Jeepers, ATI Jeep life. How y'all doing? Whoop, whoop. And I'm just out here living my life, living my best life as possible. Yeah.
I know. I have watched you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm one of your lurkers.
Come on, lurkers.
Lurkers. I mean, I'm gonna admit, Lady Melson lurks your page because I'm so proud of you. I'm like, yes, I'm just rooting for you. I'm like one of your biggest cheerleaders that you don't know what a cheerleader, because life be life, girl. So I got to get better at communicating. We all, as individuals, life is short. As you see, they are dropping so fast. So I do want to put that out to you, my audience.
Yeah.
Just reach out when we can. No more excuses. Reach out. If they on your mind, reach out.
Yeah.
But again, I'm just so honored for you to just be on the Lady Melson Show. I know we don't have long, and like I always say, like I tell my listeners, I'm here for feedback. I'm here for constructive criticism. Be real with Lady Melson. That's all I know how to be. That's all I can be around is real people, nothing scripted, your raw, authentic self. That's always good. So this title here is kind of dear to my heart. And Rena, we go way back. And one thing that I did notice about you, you always was real, conversations, creative, and a hustler.
Yes.
And you always, to my audience, Miss Rena here was also my supervisor back in the day, and she gave such great information, such a great motivator. And this is why we're going to go back on the title that we're going to talk about today. Do you think titles should define who you are?
No.
Just in life, period.
Yeah.
Man, Rena, I mean.
Yeah. I feel I love that question. I love that question. Do titles define who you are? No. I feel like titles can box you in.
Woo!
Yes. It can limit you. Titles can limit you to what you are. Because taking for instance the example of the title of a supervisor, that's something that someone put in place in a business structure in order to deviate leadership, right? That's really all that is. But if you just say, "Oh, I'm a supervisor," and then that you let that define you, then that's all you become. That's the box you just put yourself in. It doesn't allow you to grow or to expand or to impact people, because you're just a title and then you operate as such. Wow. So I think that it limits you. It limits you a lot because of what I've grown. Because when I was your supervisor, I hate to say stuff like that.
I know you
was supervisor. Yeah, when I was your supervisor, or so we could say, it was I was young. I was younger, and so now I'm older, and I've managed people, managed businesses, and managed processes and productivity and people. And I learned that I'm not, that's not who I am. I wasn't the title. When I was younger, it was like, oh, this is what I do. This is who I am. And it's like, no, that wasn't the case. As I've gotten older, I realized, no, I'm not that. I'm a motivator. I'm a person who inspires people. I'm a person who cares. I understand that you're human. I work with you. So people say, oh, that's my manager. I say, no, I work with you. We work together. We're co-workers.
I love that.
I'm not your manager. I'm not your supervisor. I manage productivity. I manage processes. I manage your productivity and your processes. But I am not your manager. You manage yourself because we grown. We all adults. So at the end of the day, you manage yourself. I'm your coworker. I'm your teammate. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide if you need guidance. You may or may not need my guidance, but that's what I'm here to do. And so if I pigeonhole myself into a title, then I never get to entertain those other parts of my character that I can bring to someone to help them, because you never know the impact that you have on people. And if you just link yourself to a title, you pigeonhole yourself into not being able to fully impact the way you want to.
Chills. It's always chills when you speak. I
That's silly.
listen to you talk for hours and just sit here quiet, like, yes, ma'am.
You're so silly. I just, but that's a great question. It's a great topic.
Because in life, Rena, Lady Melson has been life, and so I have been in different situations.
Yeah.
Let's say titles. It don't necessarily have to just deal with a job, just life, period.
Yeah.
A family member. You got to have the biggest house
to yeah.
it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had a 1-bedroom apartment, that's gonna be my castle, and I'm gonna feel like the queen of the world because it's mine.
Yeah.
You are not defined by what big house you have, how much in your account. We get defined. People. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad because I come from an era, you're gonna make it work. And if it's yours, you're gonna treat it like it's your castle. I don't care if it's, like I said, if it's a cot with a space, like it's yours. You see what I'm saying? So I just really feel like you shouldn't be determined on materialistic things.
Yeah. I'm
gonna ask you 2 questions, and I'm also ask the listeners. I hope you guys can relate to what me and Rita is talking about. Do you think titles should define who you are as a person? No. Hell no. Okay, so we're gonna kind of a couple of questions. I got short-term memory, so I'm looking at my clipboards. Okay. So have you ever felt, and you just talked about this, Rena, have you ever felt limited by a title? You just was talking about
I have felt limited in title when I was operating in the title defined who I am and who I show up as this thing. Yeah, very limited, because it started to dim the light of the other parts of my character that I could have brought to the table. Definitely think about when I was younger and just kind of fell into leadership positions. And it was like, I was just being me and getting the role. But then once I got the title, now you don't want me to be me. You want me to be the title. That's why I say you get restricted. You get put in a box, because now people want you to be the cookie cutter structure version of what this title represents. Yeah. And you're like, no, that's not who I am. That's not how that works. But you learn that over time as you get older. So
as we mature.
Yeah, as you mature. So yeah, absolutely.
I'm about to make you laugh with this one again. Life been lifing.
Yeah.
Life been lifing. That's all I'm gonna say. For Lady Melson, they've been lifing with me.
Yeah.
They get fooled by a little pretty picture on social media. Lady Melson been lifing.
Life is life.
A lot of situations. You know what? I get through it, and I'm gonna post another pretty picture and probably just cuss it out before I post it. Right. So the reason why I said that, because do you think titles define who you are? So let me make you laugh, and I'm gonna see if the audience can relate too. When I got married, right? No. We gonna put it before I got married. When I what they call it, when we was outside. When Lady Melson was outside, right?
Uh-huh.
They say now, I guess, whatever. But the woman I was before I got married, I'm still the
Yeah.
woman now. I'm just married. And of course, I
Yeah.
have to join some things. Of course, when we get married, we're gonna
Yeah.
not do the same things we used to do, but we also gonna mature in areas that need a tweaking.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
we start living through life, of course, people always want to remind you of the way you used to be. And I would know when I look at them, I'm like, I really wasn't so bad. Probably could have had some different folks around me. I wasn't so
Yeah.
bad. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, but what I feel like when it comes to the titles, oh, she's married. She
Yeah.
thinks she's better.
Yeah.
I mean, girl, I remember when I hope you do remember because when I get ready to write my book, I'm probably gonna look for you since you know a little more
Yeah.
since you
Yeah.
okay, but the thing is, I feel like your title, because we are wife, I'm gonna be honest, we deserved it and we earned it, and it was ordained by
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't have an explanation to anyone who feels I guess different because
Yeah.
Lady Nelson's married. To my understanding, I'm still the same Lady Nelson. Y'all
Yeah.
know that I'm just married and matured and still maturing. Because girl, life is life, and I am learning a lot.
Yeah.
In
And
the
until you dance, you always growing. Until I'm in the ground, I'm always growing.
keep growing and learning.
I'm always evolving. Every part of it. So it was crazy to me is when you talk about your wife and then people say, "Well, I remember when you used to," da, 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 da. Like, as if you weren't out there with me. You remember because you were out there with me. Let's let's not get too cute, right? Don't get too cute. You
You
was out
feel like
there
you
with me.
coming
That's
out
why
your
you remember that person. But remember, and if you've been my friend or been a part of my life since then, you've met different versions of me as I have grown. So
that part.
so you can bring her up because she was a good time. Okay, she was having a great time. So
Right.
please bring her up. But she was also a different version of me. She was going and she had to go through healing and everything else to become
Yes.
the version of she that she is today. So it's like you don't bring that up as if you weren't there. The only reason why you know those things is because I privied you to that information by allowing you in my space to enjoy that time with me. Don't throw that in my face like, oh, I remember it now. You married now, and this and that being married don't change nothing. It doesn't change anything. It may change, but again, but that's also what marriage looks like to you is what it looked like to you.
Yeah, that
Get
part.
up out my business because that ain't your. That's what you said. My business ain't your business. My marriage ain't your marriage. My wifing ain't your wifing. It's suited, but we could learn from each other if you stop worrying about what I was doing back in the day. I said,
And keep watching me grow. I
yes,
appreciate the audience. I appreciate you being a fan. And
yeah,
that's why I say, do you think titles define who you are? A lot of
yeah, no,
times when you think you are that, right? And now,
yeah,
and I don't even have, I do think
yeah,
I'm all that, but being that you keep saying that, I appreciate you thinking I'm all that. Okay,
yeah.
well, thank you for the title. I guess I will let it define who we
Yeah.
are. So I have another couple of questions, another 3 questions. No, we don't have long.
Sure.
What's one thing you wish people saw first instead of your title?
My character, like I said, my character.
That's a good one.
Like stuff like this. That I'm gonna do in a crisis. I'm gonna do everything I can to try to make it right and get stuff like, but that they see that that's how I show up. I'm authentically me,
Yeah.
and but that people see that energy when I show up, like that the light that I have. That they see that first before they see a title because the title comes with expectations.
Oh,
If you just see my character, then there's not an expectation set on my character. It's you're meeting that person, you're meeting me, you're meeting who I am, versus a title. You're meeting a wife, so you expect to see whatever you think your expectations of a wife is. You just put that on me, and you're expecting to see that. And if you don't see that in whatever the vision that you think this is supposed to look like, well, then it didn't meet your expectation. You feel some sort of way about it. Versus you just meeting Sharina. Hi, I'm Rena. Hi, I'm Hocus Pocus Hoochie. Like that. Hi.
this is who it
Like
is.
you meet
Take it
me.
or leave it. Take it or
Yeah.
leave it.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah. This is who I am.
Through
Yeah.
all the
You
versions,
meeting me.
through all the versions of the titles, I'm still that one authentic person that
Yes.
you had.
Yes.
And the titles just put a little icing on top of it, but I don't know how to be nobody else but
But
me.
yourself. Yeah.
I mean, it may
And
bother
it's
some
that
people,
part.
it bothers individuals, and I'm sorry, it seems like that's a you problem. That it
Yeah.
bothers,
That
but
part. That part. That's like that's a you problem. That's not a me problem.
right, as we're getting older, we're realizing that that is not my
That's not my weight to bear. That's not my cross to bear. That's not my cross to bear. That part.
So we I can laugh at her all day. Okay, guys, that was a good one. I love that character. I know that's a good question that I feel like we should ask ourselves, even when we tune off, even when we
Yeah.
go everyday life. Sometimes we need to just sit by ourselves and ask ourselves that question. I feel
Yeah.
like that was a good one.
That was a good question.
You wish people saw it first instead of your title, because you got some people that have it all, that have
Yeah.
it all. But if they ain't got that title and they not looked at as a certain, that's
Yeah.
a lot of energy. That's a lot you got to keep up with. I'm like, just be
Yeah.
yourself. Just
That's
be
like I was that part.
yourself. It's so free.
Yeah.
It
I
is so.
didn't always do that. I didn't come here to suffer. God did not put me here to suffer. He did not put me here to suffer. Okay.
I
So
don't
I'm
want
not carrying nobody else's expectation.
to. We I think we all experiencing suffering, and
Yeah.
if suffering made some people like me and you
Yeah.
want
But
the
carrying that's right. But carrying somebody else's expectations, that wasn't my ministry. God didn't sign me up for that. He didn't sign me up for that.
that's a lot of weight on
Yeah.
son.
That's a lot of unnecessary suffering.
Anyway, there we go.
That's unnecessary.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you know we could go on and on. I don't
Yeah.
have long. I probably got time for one more question.
Sure, sure.
Get on here and me and you will talk for hours, and I got to get better on my communication with.
Absolutely.
And don't worry, you got me now, so I will find you. I'm alert. I told you I'll be lurking.
Absolutely.
I'll be
And
watching.
I'm fine to stay on a little longer just to make up for the time where I had to recalibrate if you need me to.
You see that? Look at my little accountability partner.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
So
I
silly.
cleared my time so that I could be
That was so silly.
available for you. So you could.
That's all love.
It is. Like I
And
respect
I'm
what you're
gonna ask
doing.
you
I
more.
respect what you're doing. And I'm extremely grateful. And I want to make sure you understand that you know that. Yeah,
You
for sure.
you know I'm a Cancer, so you know I'm about to.
Yeah.
You know I'm.
No,
You
your
know
season just came.
ladies.
You coming off the end of your season.
You know. You know I'm gonna start cancering. As my coworkers tell me at work, it was so funny. They said Melson, you cancering? It's
Look,
so
you my Sagittarius and my Sagittating today.
man.
Will I Sagitate? Yes or no?
Getting older is real. It's real.
That part, it is.
Okay.
Man,
One more question, because you know we're gonna talk some more. You're gonna ask no question.
absolutely.
Okay, how do you define? This is a good one, Rena. This is a good one, my audience. I ain't leave y'all out. I thank y'all for tuning in. So I'm asking y'all this question too. How do you define success if not by titles? So how do you define your success?
What makes you feel
Somebody-
successful?
Instead of
Like,
instead of someone looking at the
yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. For some people,
Hmm.
reaching a title is success. Getting the title for some people is their way to say, I made it. I'm this thing. It's official that I have this thing. Like if you're a doctor or a lawyer, things like that, where it's the title that defines that this thing you're trying to attain is successful. From my perspective, there are those things. But for me, my success, how do I measure success? Is am I happy with what I'm doing?
Oh,
Does it bring me joy? Right? Am I able to live my life the way that I visualized that I want to live my life? And that's what deems it successful for me. Like I'm sitting in a house, as an example, I'm sitting in a house that I manifested with my wife. We manifested this, but she always says I'm the manifestor, I'm the dreamer, and so I say, we manifested this because we wanted this. from the colors in this house to the setup of this house to when you walk in this house, how you feel when you in this house. We manifested that. That's successful to me. That's success to me. When I step outside and I'm looking at, oh, I have the car that I wanted when I was 13 years old.
Wow.
And I was watching all the movies and I would see people in Jeeps and I just thought they were so cool because you could take the doors off. And I was like, oh, one day I'm gonna have one of those as a kid. And then I walk out to my driveway and I see that I have manifested that for my life. That's success to me. When I see my family is healthy, I can go over and say and give my dad a hug because I lost my mom. So, but to be able to move past that and still be successful and not, I've seen how other people have dealt with that type of grief and they didn't come out on this side. That's success to me. Going to hug my sister, hug my brother, hug my niece, my nephew, sit around with family, enjoy meals together, and just laugh, joke, line dance on the patio while we chilling and drinking and having a good time. That's success to me because that's what I view it. It's not a title. It's what have I manifested in my life that makes me feel whole. That's success to me. Yeah, that's success to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do that. Oh man, I'm not trying to do that. Oh goodness.
Keep it real and be authentic. This is where we keep it real. Okay, if I share a tale, let me share my
Yeah.
tale. Let me
No,
share.
said it. I said it. I was like, oh no, I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to make nobody cry or nothing. I'm
That's
just being honest. Yeah.
that's a blessing when all cries is not always bad cries.
Yeah.
All cries is not always
Yeah.
bad cries. Like
Yeah.
when you talked about manifesting, I am so big on manifestation. It's crazy because my husband can tell you too.
Yeah.
I feel like I already be speaking stuff, yachts and
Yeah.
houses, and I manifested my house. Told my kids when I was working at the Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we're going to have our own house before you get out of high school.
Yeah.
Just got out of a shelter. Before I
Yeah.
started Goodwill, I just got out of a shelter and
You
Tony.
always spoke
And
that over
Tony
yourself.
right. Remember, I told
Yeah.
you about Tony. I was a foster man. You know the story.
Yeah.
Tony gave me a job. I told her my situation, told her I just, and I appreciate her for that. Because I got to
Yeah.
get your next.
Yeah.
You never want to forget the people who did not use a title to show up for you.
Yeah.
The folks that show up for you. I remember you show up for me. The
Yeah.
Tony, the Kikis, the Savos. It's like you always got to
Yeah.
remember where it started from.
Yeah.
And what, even if it's not still there to this day, but what did you gain out of that to make you the person that you are?
Absolutely.
I still wish everybody the best.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when you say
Absolutely.
manifesting, it feels good that I could go out there and sit on my porch. Girl, that's my favorite spot in the house, my porch. Dre be like, where you at on the porch? I'm sitting there having a good old time by myself.
Yeah.
I haven't realized the joy of knowing how to have fun by yourself and be with yourself and be in tune with that.
Yeah.
I love coloring. I would sit on that porch, Rena, and I would listen to my neo soul. I always like my neo soul
Uh-huh.
and my kindred family soul and every
Yeah.
person and all of them. Layla, all of them. How we do.
Yeah.
You who got me into
That's
Erica.
good music.
You
You
got
like good music. She got good taste, ladies and gentlemen. She has good taste.
the But the thing is, manifestation not being defined by your titles, and that is all I wanted to show my audience that's listening. I don't care if there's only one person that tuned in. I hope I was able to just reach that one person. When I say
Yeah.
the show, I'm new to this. That's why I tell my audience, you let me know how did I do, what things I need to improve on. Y'all got some titles
Absolutely.
in the comments. We a team because I'm new to this. I'm enjoying it. But anything y'all need, feel like Lady Melson need to work on, put it in there. We got to work together.
Yeah.
Getting good information out here to y'all. I want to keep having good energy, good people on my show that we learning. We's learning something, but we also being ourselves.
Yeah.
You can be yourself, girl.
Absolutely.
That's a
Ain't no
lot.
problem with that.
Trying to be somebody else.
I love that. And you know what it makes me think of? I had came across what you saying about people just being themselves. And I wanted to say, like I said, whoever's watching, I want to put this out there because I came across a video of a young lady who said, she said somebody told her before she moved to Georgia that
In Atlanta, in order to be like accepted as a woman, you got to get your body done.
Ooh.
And it made me think about exactly what you said. You got to be happy with who you are
You
and
got
what
to.
how you show up, being authentically you, and that's your outside and what's inside of you. And too many people are living off the expectations of others and what other people are going to see you as, and how other people are going to view you,
Yeah.
what they got to say about you with anything. And I tell everybody, I say, and it's going to be funny when I say this because I'm making this joke, but it's very true. Show up authentically as yourself, be who you are. I ain't never seen a single person on my 600-pound life. I've never seen a single one. So talk about you got to get your body done. You got to do all this superficial nonsense to be yourself and to be accepted and to be, it's bull, it's mess. Don't
Girl.
follow that. If you believe that, it will become your reality. If you believe that you got to be this person and put on a mask and show up this kind of way in order for people to accept you, that will become your reality because you're manifesting. There go the word again. You manifesting that. Whereas if you say, I'm going to show up as me, flawed, yes, I mess up, yes, I have this, no, I'm not perfect, no, I'm not, I may not look like this person, next person, but that's why God made me to look like me because he wanted us all to be different. God made us all to be ourselves and be our own individual people. So you show up as yourself in any situation, show up authentically. That way, you know that the people you are around and the things that are coming towards you are actually for you
Ooh.
because you showed up as you to get it.
Ooh, where my young adults? I'm gonna have some young
That's
adults.
it.
I'm gonna have some kids my daughter age because they need to be on platforms like this with women that they can learn from. So
Yeah.
got a lot in store for Lady Melson Show. We're gonna get some of these young kids on here so we can see how they thinking.
Yes.
And this generation is lost.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's because they're making that their reality of not
yeah.
being themselves, a title, whatever title or what
So
people think you're supposed to be. They live in that and they've made that their reality, and then you can't get out. Like I
yeah,
said, it boxes you in and then you can't get out. Versus you just showing up as yourself. Be you. What's for you will never miss you because it's for you. Unless you show up trying to be somebody else, then you can't get what's for you.
you can.
If you showing up as somebody else, your blessing don't recognize you. It's like, who are you?
You're speaking gems.
Because I was designed and I was supposed to be manifested for somebody else. Who is this person showing up? You're not the person. You're not the person. The unhealed version of you can't get the healed blessing. That's why I said you got to show up as you. Who are you? Because
Man,
the blessing of what's for you is designed for you, who you are, not who you trying to be, not who you trying to fake to be, because you want to impress people. The blessing ain't for that person. So
man.
yeah,
You're speaking gems, and you are still the same Rena I've known over. I've been with my husband 13 years. 13
yeah. And
years.
I knew you when you met me. I knew you when you met Andre.
Remember? Look, see, remember.
I knew you when you met Andre. I knew you when you met Andre, and he had you tickled
Remember,
pink the day you met him.
man, I'm in that bathroom brushing my hair. He outside. He outside. The donor door guy's jealous. Talking about, there go your little pimp, whatever.
He don't play about you. I know that. He don't play about you. He
That's
don't.
my ace. That's my ace. And one thing, another thing,
Exactly.
man,
A
and
true partner.
man, and Rena, I appreciate you. I love you. I really just so
Dang.
glad you came on the show. I mean,
I'm so glad and honored that you even reached out to me to even ask me to be a part of it. And I appreciate that. I really, really do. You have no idea.
you've been
I
watching the
enjoyed
show.
this time talking to you as well. I've had a great time.
I appreciate that. And I don't want you to be no stranger. You're always welcome to come back. Okay. Make sure you come back on Lady Melson Show. So
Absolutely.
time you just hop on in anytime. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in to the Lady Melson Show. Rena, do you have anything you would like to share? How they can reach you? Um,
Um,
you know,
Absolutely. You can find me on social, at on Instagram or TikTok at the Very Odd Mother or the Hocus Pocus Hoochie. You search any of those, you'll find me, and that's the Very Odd Mother, which is VERYODDMUVA. Very Odd Mother. That's on both platforms, but it'll pop up as a Hocus Pocus Hoochie. Why? Because I've been saying it all day. I'm a master manifester. That's how I came on the name. Because I remember you asked me at the beginning, why do you name yourself Hocus Pocus Hoochie? Because I'm a master manifester. That's what I that's a gift that I know that God has blessed me with. So that's how I landed on Hocus Pocus Hoochie. Plus, I be in these streets.
Period. Period. We
Yeah,
gotta
but that's where you can find me at.
get together. Thank you again. I love you. Don't be a stranger on the Lady Melson Show. Take care. Until
See you
next.
later.
Bye, Rita.
Bye, y'all.
Love you too. Now that was some good food. That was some good spiritual food. That was some good gems. That was some good motivational. I'm just totally happy that Rena came on here. I hope that you all learned some things from her. She's always been deep. She's always been just that person you can go to and is going to keep it real. So I do thank you all for tuning in to the Lady Melson Show. I'm super excited about this platform. Again, any topics you guys want me to talk about, if you guys want to come on the show, please like, click, and subscribe. Shoot me an email, write it down in the comments. I am here all for it. I love you. Until next time, thank you for tuning in to the Lady Melson Show. Bye.